Capire l'inglese parlato è essenziale per chi vuole imparare l'inglese. Oggi voglio farvi 4 esempi di listening a 4 livelli diversi, da beginner a expert. Ogni esempio racconta una storia unica. Riuscirai a capirle tutte e guarda fino alla fine per vedere se capisci anche expert. Noterete che oltre alla velocità che aumenta in ogni livello, anche il vocabolario e la grammatica diventano sempre più avanzati. Se non capisci tutto, è normale, non ti preoccupare. Infatti vi incoraggio a mettere in pausa il video o riprodurre le cose che non hai capito. Iniziamo dal livello 1. Siete pronti? Let's go. Emily loves summer. She decided to go on a short trip. She wanted to see the beach. The beach is her favorite place. Emily chose to visit Sperlonga, a beautiful beach town in Italy. She had heard great things about its golden sand and clear blue water. She packed her bag. She took a swimsuit, a hat, and a book. She also packed some snacks and a bottle of water. Emily was ready for her trip. She took a bus to Sperlonga. The ride was long, but she enjoyed looking out the window. She saw trees, houses, and other people traveling. When she arrived, she felt happy. The beach was beautiful. The sand was warm, and the sea was blue. She found a good spot to sit. She put down her towel and lay on the sand. She could hear the waves. Emily went for a swim. The water was cool and clear. She floated on her back and looked at the sky. It was very relaxing. After swimming, she read her book. It was a fun story about an adventure. She also ate her snacks and drank some water. The sun was shining, and she felt very relaxed. Later, she walked along the beach. She collected some pretty shells. She saw children playing and people walking their dogs. Everyone seemed to enjoy the sunny day. In the evening, Emily watched the sunset. The sky turned orange and pink. It was very beautiful. She took some photos to remember the moment. When it was time to go home, she felt a little sad. But she was also glad she had a wonderful day. She took the bus back and thought about her next trip. Emily knew she would come back to the beach soon. She loved the sea, the sand, and the sun. Her summer adventure was simple, but she was content and satisfied. Traveling is fun and exciting. Even a short trip far from home can bring joy and good memories. Emily learned that sometimes the best adventures are in new places, waiting to be explored. Allora ragazzi, questo è stato livello 1. Come sapete, adesso andiamo al livello 2, quindi sarà leggermente più veloce, con vocabolario e grammatica leggermente più avanzati. Let's begin. Emily wanted to spend a weekend in the mountains. She had always loved the fresh air and peaceful atmosphere of the highlands. This time, she chose to visit the Dolomites in Italy, a place famous for its stunning views and beautiful trails. Emily packed her hiking boots, a warm jacket, and her camera. She also brought some snacks and a map of the area. She was excited to explore the mountains and enjoy the natural beauty. When she arrived, she checked into a cozy cabin. The cabin was made of wood and had a small fireplace. It felt very welcoming. She unpacked her things and decided to go for a short hike before dinner. The trail was easy to follow. As she walked, Emily admired the tall trees and the sound of birds singing. She saw wildflowers blooming along the path and even spotted a deer grazing in the distance. The fresh mountain air was invigorating, and she felt at peace. After the hike, Emily returned to her cabin and cooked a simple meal. She sat by the fireplace, enjoying her dinner and the warmth of the fire. Later, she stepped outside to look at the stars. The night sky was clear, and she could see so many stars twinkling above. It was a perfect ending to her first day in the mountains. The next morning, Emily woke up early to catch the sunrise. She hiked to a nearby viewpoint and watched as the sun rose over the mountains, casting a golden glow on the peaks. It was a breathtaking sight, and she felt grateful to witness such beauty. During the day, Emily explored more trails. She met other hikers and exchanged stories about their adventures. Everyone was friendly and shared tips about the best places to visit. In the afternoon, she visited a small mountain village. The village had charming houses and a little market where locals sold handmade crafts and fresh produce. Emily bought some souvenirs and tasted local cheeses and bread. The villagers were welcoming and happy to share their culture with her. On her last day, Emily decided to take a longer hike to a hidden lake. The trail was challenging, but worth it. When she reached the lake, she was amazed by its crystal clear water and serene surroundings. She spent some time relaxing by the lake, taking photos and enjoying the tranquility. As she prepared to leave the mountains, Emily felt refreshed and inspired. Her weekend retreat had been wonderful, filled with beautiful sights and new friends. She knew she would return to the Dolomites someday to explore even more. Traveling to new places always brought Emily joy and new experiences. This mountain retreat was a reminder of the simple pleasures in life and the beauty of nature. Ragazzi, I due primi livelli sono finiti. Adesso aumentiamo ancora la velocità, vocabolario e iniziamo con level 3. Are you ready? Let's go. Emily dreamed of going on a road trip along the Amalfi Coast in Italy. She had heard about the stunning coastal views, charming towns, and delicious food. She rented a small car and planned her route, eager to explore this famous region. Her first stop was Positano, a picturesque town with colorful houses stacked on the hillside. Emily parked her car and strolled through the narrow streets. She visited small boutiques, bought handmade sandals, and enjoyed a gelato while admiring the sea view. The town was lively, with tourists and locals enjoying the summer day. After spending the morning in Positano, Emily drove to Amalfi. The drive was breathtaking, with cliffs on one side and the sparkling sea on the other. She stopped several times to take photos and marvel at the scenery. In Amalfi, Emily visited the famous cathedral, an impressive structure with beautiful mosaics. She also took a boat tour to see the coast from the water, which gave her a new perspective on the stunning landscape. In the evening, Emily continued her journey to Ravello, a town known for its gardens and music festivals. She got there just in time to catch a concert in the historic Villa Ruffalo. The music filled the air as she wandered through the gardens, enjoying the fragrant flowers and ancient trees. The view from Ravello was magnificent, overlooking the entire coast, illuminated by the setting sun. The next day, Emily visited the small town of Atrani. Unlike the more famous towns, Atrani was quiet and peaceful. She walked through its adorable alleyways, visited a local bakery for fresh pastries, and sat by the beach reading her book. The tranquility of Atrani was a nice contrast to the busier towns, and she felt relaxed and content. For her final day, Emily planned a hike on the Sentiero degli Dei, the path of the gods. The trail was challenging but offered spectacular views of the coast. Along the way, she met other hikers from around the world. They shared stories and tips, and Emily felt a sense of camaraderie. The hike took most of the day, but the breathtaking views made it all worth it. That evening, Emily returned to her car feeling accomplished and inspired. Her road trip along the Amalfi Coast had been full of wonderful experiences, from exploring charming towns to hiking scenic trails. She knew she had made memories that would last a lifetime. Emily looked forward to her next adventure, wherever it might take her. Allora ragazzi, we are on level 4. Se sei arrivato qui, sei proprio un esperto. Se capirai questo, hai la mia stima. Iniziamo con l'ultimo livello, expert. Emily had always dreamed of visiting the Aeolian Islands, a stunning archipelago off the northern coast of Sicily. The islands were known for their volcanic landscapes, crystal clear waters, and rich history. She was determined to spend a week exploring these beautiful islands, immersing herself in their unique charm. Her journey began on Lipari, the largest of the islands. Emily was captivated by the island's vibrant town center, with its narrow streets and bustling markets. She visited the Archaeological Museum, which housed fascinating artifacts from the island's ancient past. In the evenings, she enjoyed delicious seafood at local restaurants, savoring the fresh catch of the day. Next, Emily took a ferry to Vulcano, famous for its active volcano. She hiked up to the Gran Cratere, a challenging trek that offered stunning views of the surrounding sea and islands. The sulfur smell was strong, but the sight of the smoking crater was awe-inspiring. After her hike, she relaxed in the island's natural mud baths and thermal waters, which were said to have healing properties. Emily's adventure continued to Stromboli, where she had the unique opportunity to witness one of the world's most active volcanoes in action. She joined a guided hike to the summit, where she observed the spectacular eruptions. The fiery display against the night sky was unforgettable, and she felt a sense of awe and respect for nature's power. The next island on her itinerary was Salina, known for its lush landscapes and vineyards. Emily rented a bicycle and rode through the scenic countryside, stopping to taste the island's famous Malvasia wine. She also visited the twin volcanic peaks, Monte Fassa delle Felci e Monte dei Porri, which provided panoramic views of the entire archipelago. On Panarea, Emily enjoyed the island's exclusive and serene atmosphere. Known for its luxury resorts and pristine beaches, Panarea was a perfect spot for relaxation. She spent her days sunbathing, swimming in the turquoise waters, and exploring the ancient ruins scattered around the island. The evenings were filled with fine dining and quiet walks under the stars. Her final stop was Filicudi, one of the smaller and less visited islands. Here, Emily discovered hidden caves and secluded beaches. She went snorkeling in the clear waters, marveling at the vibrant marine life. The island's untouched beauty and tranquility provided a peaceful end to her journey. As Emily sailed back to the mainland, she reflected on her incredible week in the Aeolian Islands. Each island had offered something unique and unforgettable. She felt enriched by the experiences and grateful for the opportunity to explore such a beautiful part of the world. The islands had left a lasting impression on her, and she knew she'd carry these memories with her forever. Guys, avete appena sopravvissuto a 4 livelli di ascolto listening in inglese? Complimenti. Spero vi sia piaciuto come esercizio e se sì, ti incoraggio a provare la mia scuola di inglese online per italiani. Si chiama Bringlese Academy. Oltre il listening, l'ascolto, abbiamo anche tutti gli elementi dell'inglese: vocabolario, reading, speaking classes, grammatica, ed è tutto nello stesso posto. Ci vediamo nell'Academy e ragazzi, peace.